You're tuned in to Nerd Overload, your weekly pop and geek culture show covering movies, TV, games, and comics. Now your hosts, Cody Pinnick, Sam Dunham, and Josh Harrison.
Hey everybody, welcome to Nerd Overload, the pop and geek culture show that asks the question, do you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Nice pull, I like it, I like it.
I'm Cody, and not the Joker or Jack Napier.
I'm Sam.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Samantha.
We have a great show for you this week. We're going to talk about some Mario later on in the show. Let's go. Woohoo. Wahoo.
Do the sad little woohoo that Chris Pratt does in that one trailer.
Wahoo.
Wahoo. But that's not the energy we're bringing here today.
No, we're bringing the good energy.
The Charles Martin at Wahoo.
Yeah, we're going to get some of that going. But first, let's talk about some things we have been checking out.
Check it out!
It's me, Mario. That's not the voice. You'll have to wait to hear the voice.
It is the voice, though. It is the voice.
I feel like we make that joke every time we use that bit.
And we have to. Contractually obligated to point out that is the Mario voice.
I am Star-Lord.
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about some things we've been doing. I finished the main campaigns of Pokemon Violet. I'm solidly into the post game now, where I can now enjoy the game. You know what? The story was all right.
For a Pokemon game, it's pretty solid.
It's pretty solid. The once all of the three stories converge into that one final chapter, that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it was rad.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it.
Don't want to spoil it.
But
the actual final boss was a very interesting take on the generic trappings of a Pokemon game, you know.
And the whole Area Zero was like super rad.
It's very, very cool. One thing that I did notice playing some of the games, especially in the back half, there is a weird undertone of giving up on your dreams.
Yeah.
In the game for some reason.
Pokemon's finally growing up with its fan base.
It kind of is, because all of the gym leaders, and I wasn't really paying too much attention to it in the first half of the game, but at least the second half of the gym leaders that I ran across, it was Larry the Salaryman, who basically said, yeah, I don't like doing this, but this is my job.
Yeah. I
used to have dreams, but I live in reality, so reality is going to work and doing your job.
I need that Poke Cash.
Basically, there was a former rap star who is clearly past her prime. And
is she past her prime, or is she just old?
I think she's older, but I got the feeling that she doesn't tour anywhere. She just stays in her one town and does the same rap battle every day. And
I love her character. Though.
Her character's
so cool.
Her character's really cool, but it's almost like she has resigned herself to like a residency as opposed to being a touring musician. True. And then you have the Ice Gym, who you spend almost no time there. It's very clear that they kind of threw it in at the last minute.
And you play a dumpy mini game.
And you play a really bad mini game, but they do make a couple of offhand comments about, oh yeah, no, this gym trainer, this gym leader, she was a Olympic level skier.
I think Gresha's the dude.
Oh, she is. Oh, is there a dude? Oh, okay, I guess I missed that. But they were an Olympic level skier, and until they were injured and had to give up on their dreams.
And now they do Pokemon.
Something they don't really want to do. Yeah, it's just weird. That even leads into the final boss, which is the epitome of putting your dreams ahead of everything else and the dangers of that.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking the final, the Elite Four.
No,
who you talking about in there? The literal baby.
that weird baby. Baby's weird.
There's a literal baby child in the Elite Four.
Yeah, she's weird. I didn't like that. But it's just kind of weird how they threw that in as kind of a if you're looking for it, it's there kind of thing. I don't know if that's a commentary on the older fans of the Pokemon games and telling them to stop,
Or what?
Or Game Freak just saying we're tired.
We are tired of doing this. I don't know. It could be, but who knows?
Overall, I like this game though. I went in with expectations basement level.
Yes,
and it
rose above that.
Rose above that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. It might not be my favorite, but it's pretty good.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed it more than Sword and Shield.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now I can sit and wait until they open up the Pokemon Bank so I can transfer in all of my old guys and start working on filling out the Pokedex to 100%.
Again.
Like you do. Because I have to.
Gotta catch them all.
That's the name of the
true.
game.
You gotta catch them all. The other thing I checked out, get the light switch ready because I'm going to talk about Japanese Power Rangers for 2 minutes.
We all watched this.
We all watched
earlier.
it. I forced you guys to watch it when you came over to my house today. Yes. So the Japanese Super Sentai, what Power Rangers is based on, is in its 47th year.
It's a real Simpsons situation.
I mean, technically 48 years because the first season ran for 2 years. Ran for 80 some episodes.
Huh.
Yeah. Because they didn't know what they were doing back then.
Well,
back
yeah,
in
it was the 70s.
70s. But this season is unique in that it is set on a parallel Earth that is all based around different kingdoms. It's very video game kind of setting. And all of the Rangers are kings and queens of their respective kingdoms.
Of their respective CG Mario Party
Oh,
board.
yeah, everything. Yeah, they kind of leaned a little
green screen's
too
really
heavily.
bad.
They leaned a little too heavily into the green screen for these first episodes. I imagine in a couple episodes they'll be back to physical sets. But
They can't pay for that forever.
no. No, usually the first 6 or 7 episodes get all the budget for the season, and then they backslide to save money for the first 6 or 7 episodes of the next season.
Yeah, they go back to the rock quarry and jump in front of cheap explosions.
Pretty much. But this season, it has a really strong start. I really liked the previous season, and I was sad to see those characters go. Josh, you would like the last season because it was based on the Japanese myth of Momotaro, the Peach Boy.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was the Peach Boy, aliens, and video games. That was the themes.
Well, at least it wasn't Furry Fest like the Cube one.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Minecraft animals. Yeah,
Minecraftimals.
yeah, kind
That
of.
sounds like a toy line that would make $1 million.
It does. TM. Yeah. But no, this the first episode. There's not a whole lot of action. There's not a whole lot of character building outside of the main Red Ranger. It seems like the season's going to be very Red Ranger centric, but
Like they tend to be.
some seasons are more geared towards Red Rangers, while others are more team based. I would actually say the one from 2 seasons ago, the one that was the anniversary, where all of the Rangers were robots that were based off of different Zords.
Oh, yeah.
From previous seasons. That was more of an ensemble than it
That's
was
true.
like Red Ranger and his wacky friends.
Stupid Blue Ranger robot with his stupid robot glasses.
With his robot glasses, yeah, he turned into a dump truck.
Yeah.
It's great.
He's like, check out this dump truck.
Yeah, he was the focus of the monster that made everyone fall in love. So yes, there was an episode he was like, hey, check out this dump truck. Not a joke. But no, it's called King-Ohger, and I usually give the new seasons about 5 or 6 episodes to kind of catch me. First one seems pretty good. I don't know, not much else to say about it. The robot looks really nice. It's a good robot.
Oh yeah, they're all insect.
They're all bug themed. Yes,
And their suits are cool. They're like a combination of Power Ranger suit and knight armor.
Yeah,
And pleather.
yeah, pleather, and they have a shoulder cape.
Yeah.
And their transformation thing is not like a bracelet or a belt buckle or something stupid and gaudy.
Phone.
Or a phone. Oh, it's a phone a lot of the times. It's their actual weapon. It's a sword with a little trigger on it that transforms them.
That's a gunblade.
It kinda, yeah. And it's really cool and kind of elegant, and I hope they keep it up.
We're about as elegant as a giant clunky Sentai thing can be.
Well, that's the beauty of Sentai. On the show, their weapons look just like the toys, so that when the kids go to the store to buy the toys, they're not let down because it doesn't look like it on the show.
I mean, I remember being a kid when Mighty Morphin was out and being very disappointed in the quality of the toys.
Well, that's a Saban though. That's Saban, and they made
those
crap.
that tiny little Red Ranger sword.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with the shoulder cape though.
Oh,
Shoulder cape is good.
That's why I liked
Power Girl has this shoulder.
That's why I liked Magi Ranger
With their capes.
Yeah.
Their tiny capes. Yeah.
or what was that one called in America? Mystic
Force.
Force.
Yeah.
Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog.
Oh wow, I haven't thought about that in a hot minute.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh.
You know what? Somebody at work last night asked me. I heard them kind of talking. I wasn't paying attention, and they're like, "Josh, you're my only hope. You know, please tell me you remember this. VR Troopers."
Of course you remember VR Troopers.
I was like, "Well, yeah," and then I went on a whole spiel about Metal Hero.
Yeah. Yeah. VR Trooper was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they also got into the conversation of Beetleborgs.
Nothing beats tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills, though.
Oh, I forgot about
That theme song rocks. I don't care who knows it. Tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills. It's awful, and I love it.
And then there was the one Sentai that was ninja based, but they made it alien based for America, and it was terrible.
Ninjas, aliens, what's the difference? They're all the same.
Oh, which one was that?
Oh,
They should have called it Ninja.
it was a real short Power Ranger series.
Ninja Aliens.
It was like
Ninja Steel?
no. This would have been somewhere around the time of like Zeo or something.
Dino
It's what
Ninja
Cocker
Charge
Ranger.
Cars.
I think it's what Cocker Ranger was based from.
Watch Your Language is a family show.
Oh, Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers.
Yes.
Yeah. With the aliens from Aquatar.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's-
Delphine from Aquatar. They had to drink water out of a fountain every now and then or they'll die.
Yeah, and they had those stupid prosthetics
I mean, to be
on their
fair, I have to
faces.
drink water every now and then or
Well,
I'll die.
that's very true. Everybody kind of has to, but they really had to do it. They had big dumb prosthetics on their head.
Yeah, they looked kind of like what.
That was the prelude to Zeo because all the human rangers were turned into children.
Yeah, and then
And then Bulk was turned into a 60-foot child.
But no, the prosthetics reminded me of like what Alan Rickman looked like in Galaxy Quest.
They do look a lot like
except theirs had more like eye stuff.
by
around it.
Grabthar's hammer. You are correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, I miss Alan Rickman.
I do too. Anyway, check them out.
Yeah.
We finally got around to watching our copy of Terrifier 2 that's been sitting around.
Oh, fun.
Since we tried to watch it before while we ate dinner, which was a mistake.
That was not a smart
No,
decision.
it was not. That
Yeah.
was very much a, how about we watch this again later
Uh-huh.
when we're not eating?
So what did you think now that you're not eating?
I mean, it was still very violent and very gross, but also like it's a pretty good fun movie too if you've got the stomach for it.
Yeah.
The Art the Clown character is so good, and also he's not really a clown; he's more of a mime.
Yeah, he's kind of just a mime.
He doesn't talk, and he does a lot of miming, and it is hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like he does a horrible act of violence on a person and then just does a goofy like shoulder shrug like I don't know, I'm killing again, I guess.
Here I go killing again.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
Yeah. And it is one of the most violent movies I've ever
rough.
seen.
Yeah.
I have a very strong stomach for movie violence, and this even had me going, ooh, ew.
Yeah,
Oh!
I would tend to agree. I'm not as desensitized to that stuff, and yeah, I had a very hard time watching it.
Sounds like I would hate it because it's like all the things I hate:
A lot of viscera,
gore,
Yeah.
and mimes.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that
Let
would
me
do it.
tear, rip and tear. He does a lot of. He'll just grab you and rip you apart. Like
Yeah.
he's got to be. He's an incredibly strong clown.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he looks like a clown, but the art he's actually doing is mime.
Yes.
I don't know why they felt the need to give him like the little girl sidekick, the little girl clown. It's like
Yeah.
that didn't seem
It
necessary.
didn't seem very necessary. No, but
I mean, she can talk and apparently mimic people's voices, which kind of makes it so you can have art talk in a
Yeah.
way.
yeah, it's kind of a halfway kind of thing.
Yeah, but like, it just seemed unnecessary and kind of dumb.
yeah.
But also, it's not a big thinker of a film either.
No, I would not say that is one that you really have to put a lot of thought
No.
into.
It's just fun, ultra-violent trash.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the best way to describe it. Ultraviolet trash.
Yeah.
So speaking of ultraviolet trash that you shouldn't watch while you're eating, so Nicole's been going back and rewatching Metalocalypse.
It's a good show.
Oh, I love the show.
Yeah.
I love the show.
Yeah, it's
but
classic.
it is gross.
Yeah.
It is such a disgusting show. Like I sat down after making dinner one morning, and it was like I sat down and it was to a dude getting his eye forcibly removed through interrogation, and I'm like, ugh. And she's like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't watch this while we eat.
Yeah.
The one bedroom kill scene in Terrifier 2 is one of the wildest movie scenes I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's yes.
And I give a plot synopsis, but I don't really need to.
No, don't need to.
The clown
There's
teens and the clown kills the teens.
That's there's
Sounds kind of like a
almost
classic
plot.
horror movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a classic slasher.
It really
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
He almost has a Freddy Krueger energy about him.
Almost. I would say so.
If Freddy didn't talk, which is the main thing that
That's
he
the big
does.
thing
But
Freddy
say
does.
Freddy's always about quips and puns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Especially in Dream Warrior. Oh man.
he gets increasingly quippy as you go.
Yeah.
We did watch the second Nightmare on Elm Street movie not too long ago.
Oh yeah.
That is the gayest movie I've ever seen in my life. And
Apparently, the director had no idea that he was accidentally putting all this gay subtext into it.
I've watched movies specifically about gay people that weren't as gay as that movie is.
Yeah. No, that was the writer years later. They just did a documentary thing, a short thing on Red Letter Media about they're going through all of the Nightmare on Elm Street films. And the writer eventually said years and years later, I was kind of working through some stuff and I put this stuff in there. But the director, they cut to an interview with the director and he goes, I had no idea. It was not my intent. I was just making a film. I was just directing what was on the page. And I had no idea. But yes.
So it wasn't one of those instances where say something like the Babadook becomes a gay icon or something.
Robert Englander had said he got it. He understood. He's it was a gay story, and it is.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's a wild swing for them to take with
especially for the time period.
Yeah, a mainstream horror film from the 80s.
Yeah. But then a few movies later, Freddy is you get Super Freddy.
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
And old horror movies are weird.
You know, it's funny that there are certain horror slasher movie monsters that you don't associate with a particular actor or actress, but Robert Englund has to be Freddy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you can make a case for Kane Hodder as Jason because he gave him the slow walk
he's
and
the
the lumbering. He's the best
Jason.
one, but really, Jason's a guy is a stuntman in a mask.
Yeah.
Michael Myers is a stuntman in a mask.
He's never been the same guy, has he?
No, I don't think he's been someone else every single time. Just about.
Yeah, he's a shape.
Yeah.
The only thing that matters is that he cuts that shape.
Yeah, that's it. but Freddy has to be because they tried it. They tried to reboot it with what's his name, Rorschach from Watchmen.
Yeah, wasn't that called New Nightmare or something?
No, New Nightmare is an
New
extremely meta movie. I liked New Nightmare actually.
I like that. I like when Freddy gets. It's almost the Deadpoolification of Freddy, but I think for the character it works.
I mean, if you think about it, the original movie is pretty meta.
It's pretty meta. Yeah.
So it makes sense to go even further with it.
Push it. Yeah, keep pushing it. Why not?
He literally hunts you in your dreams.
Yeah.
And who knows what's dream and what's reality?
Yeah, like
really
the ending of
the
ending of the original movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Being an adult who works a regular job now, the real nightmare is forcing yourself to have to stay awake for 24 hours
The real nightmare is reality.
is having to stay awake. Yes.
Ooh, man, we're getting a little...
We're getting there. So, yeah, with that, we're actually going to go ahead and go to break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about some Mario stuff and maybe some other things. Well, who knows? We'll see.
Wahoo!
Don't take a nap.
Remember, kids, the real nightmare is reality.
The folks at Sidekicks Coffee are more than happy to make you your favorite hot or iced coffee, tea, hot chocolate, lattes, and more. Sidekicks have 2 locations. In the Marion Center Mall, Tuesday through Saturday, opening at 10 a.m., and their on-the-road drive-up next to the Pet Sanctuary on Marion Waldo Road, Tuesday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Sidekicks Coffee. Welcome back from the break. Thank you for sticking with us. We are going to get into some news.
Do the Mario! Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario.
It's Mario Day, or at least it was.
It is as of recording right now, yes.
Let's go.
Yes, Mario 10th, or Mario 10th.
The month is now just called Mario.
It's the month of Mario. Yeah, March 10th is the unofficial Mario Day, although it's kind of almost become the official Mario Day because the brands have latched onto it.
I mean, Nintendo themselves have latched onto it.
Yeah.
They don't do a whole lot. I wish they would do more, like announce a game.
That would be nice.
The movie should have been released this weekend.
Yeah, it really should have.
It really should have, but you know. But what are some of the things that were announced on account of Mario Day?
Well, the main thing Nintendo had, aside from meager discounts on Switch games that are old.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, you can get 30% off 5 or 6 year old
2018.
Yeah,
well,
Switch games, but
Mario game or Nintendo games are gold.
Yeah,
they never drop. The economy is run on Nintendo games.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The Nintendo game standard.
Yeah.
Fort Knox is full of Mario Odysseys.
Yeah, copies of New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe.
and Mario and Luigi Inside Job or whatever it was called.
Bowser's
Inside Story. That's
Bowser's
right.
Inside Job.
Mario and Luigi's Wild Vor Party.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe should be $20 at the most.
I agree.
Anyway, some announcements for Mario.
They had the main point I was trying to say. They had the big final trailer for the Mario movie.
Yeah, and the trailer looks good. It continues to look enjoyable.
Had some good action.
Mm-hmm.
Donkey Kong, a lot of Donkey Kong. More than you would think would be in the Super Mario Brothers
and
movie.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, same here.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong gets a fire flower, which is something we've never seen happen.
I know, and now I'm super excited.
The flame-tinged Donkey Kong's coloration with the white tie.
Yes.
That was really nice. That was really good.
I mean, Peach kind of does it too in like one of the other trailers.
But Peach also had her own game at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. She did. I forgot about that.
And she's a playable character in some of the later Mario.
she was a playable character in Mario 2.
In Mario 3D World, you're Peach and you can get a fire flower, and that's how she looks in that.
So the white dress with the red.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
I feel I'm worried that they showed all the best stuff in all the trailers now, like all the best jokes, all the best action bits and references. I feel like they're in the trailers.
So I hope that wasn't the best jokes, because those were
kind of stinkers.
Barely passable as jokes.
Also,
the Luma was funny.
Yeah,
I like
I was
the
gonna say
Luma.
Luma.
That was funny.
The positive yet nihilistic Luma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All we have waiting for is the sweet release of death. Yay!
All the other jokes were like, did that just happen? Kind of stuff.
Well, we're gonna get a lot this
it's
is
a children's
kids movie
for children.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of those kind of jokes lampshaded, but it looks fun. It looks fun. They did a thing in the direct with the cast. They had some scripted humor, some safe scripted humor, and everyone seemed fairly invested in that, except for Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
which tracks?
He didn't seem like he really wanted to be on the Nintendo Direct.
No, No, I don't think he really wants to do much of anything.
I mean, he's got all his Marvel money. He don't really.
But Miyamoto seems just really excited about this movie.
Yeah.
He seems like he's really invested a lot of time into it.
Yeah, his excitement is palpable.
Yeah.
And that's good.
I miss when he made video games, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, I mean, he is getting older, and plus, there's all that, probably that a lot of ill feelings about the last Mario movie still floating around.
There's quite a bit of turnaround on that lately.
Yeah, that's what I feel like a lot of people have come around on the Mario movie.
Yeah,
and
that it's an oddity.
yeah, people enjoy it for what it is.
Yes,
Which is a terrible movie.
it's okay.
I think it's fun. It's bad, but it's fun.
It's fun bad.
And reading all the behind the camera stuff about the movie.
Yeah, it was not a fun time for anyone.
The Jenkels were not very good people to work with and for.
And the fact that, Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo had to be literally drunk the whole time just to do the movie.
It was the first movie they'd ever directed.
Mm-hmm.
They were music video directors.
Music video and Max Headroom.
I forgot about Max.
Oh, Max Headroom TV
so that's
series.
that's why King Koopa looks like Max Headroom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because when they originally received the script, it was more of a fantasy-based kind of situation, which I think more akin to The Princess Bride as opposed to Max Headroom. And it was the Jenkels that changed everything around.
Which either one isn't really right, but
It's
fantasy
not.
is closer.
It's closer.
I mean, they're castles.
Yeah.
Man, could you imagine some just toilet, what was that, late 80s, early 90s, fantasy movie with Mario? Akin to Dragon Slayer or Call or Krull.
Crawl.
Or on the flip side, you get something like Legend.
Yeah,
Their
Legend.
Princess Bride. I mean, that was early 80s, wasn't it?
Can you imagine Tim Curry as Koopa?
Oh my God.
Hello there, princess. I'm King Koopa.
Yeah, back before he was Bowser, he was this King Koopa.
Mario, your princess is in another castle.
Flies away on the clown copter.
Yes.
They would have straight up had the clown copter.
I'd be fine with that.
Oh, why didn't we get a cyberpunk version of the clown copter?
Oh, in their original one?
Yeah.
He kind of does. He at the very end, he does have the devolver gun that is floating back and forth between a giant bucket kind of thing.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, I feel like he was in some kind of flying machine thing.
in Dinotopia. In Dino Hatton.
Dino Hatton. You have to appreciate all those wild cyberpunk sets and stuff. It looks cool. Does it look like Mario? No, but it looks cool.
It looks cool. It looks incredibly hot because it was all built in one warehouse with no ventilation. And everyone was basically losing a bunch of weight through sweat.
Yeah, and also the fact that everyone's wearing leather. And you can hear the leather when people are moving.
Yeah.
I like that Mario has a trashy New York girlfriend.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
That's
very good. Her name should have been Pauline, but but whatever. I love what's his name? Dennis Hopper was not a very good King Koopa. However, some of the delivery on some of his lines were just so bizarre that I love it. A monkey. Yes, when he devolves Foreman Spike into a gorilla or a chimpanzee.
Oh,
goes, a monkey.
Was he supposed to be based on Foreman Spike? Or Spike, the guy that throws little spike balls out?
No,
his mouth?
it was Foreman Spike because it was the company that Mario worked for when he broke free, which is similar to the beginning of this one from the way it sounds. The animated one.
I'm excited to see their design for Foreman Spike.
I am too.
Because in Wrecking Crew, he just kind of looks like Wario, honestly.
I mean,
he looks like Waluigi.
I mean, he's
real thin.
He's a human. He's a human in the Marioverse. They're all gonna kind of look the same.
Well, yeah.
I mean, look at when the royal crown came out, and it was like, oh, by the way, you put the crown on, you just look like Princess Peach.
That's Peachette.
Yeah.
Regardless,
So Peachette just looks like Teen Peach.
Yeah.
But we're way in the weeds.
Yeah,
We are, and that's fine.
Mario
good with that.
Day.
Yeah, Mario. It's a me.
Lego had their own little like live stream thing today as well, where they revealed very little. They had one big Dry Bowser theme set, which Dry Bowser is the skeletal version of Bowser.
Does that make Bowser wet Bowser?
I suppose so.
Moist Bowser.
Or maybe that's the third. There's a third wet Bowser.
Oh yeah.
Maybe regular Bowser is just regular wet. Like there's an extra wet.
Oh, okay. So like original recipe and extra crispy.
Yeah.
You get a.
I mean, Dry Bowser is extra crispy.
Yeah. Fair.
Is just like he looks like Chaos from Sonic Adventure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's a castle, a Dry Bowser themed castle it's cute. It's a cute set. It has a little weight room for Bowser in it.
Oh, nice.
But you can't get no gains if you got no muscles when
That's
you're all just
true.
a bone boy.
That's true. He's just bones. But
Would you, if you were a skeleton man and you wanted to build your skeleton muscle, would you just drink milk?
Oh, yeah.
Is that all you'd have to do?
Oh, yeah. Make you invincible.
you gotta grow
Yeah.
the extra bones because the bones are their money.
Yeah.
But it's like an $100 want. set.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I mean,
it's an
the other
expensive
big
line.
Bowser set was really expensive, too.
Yeah, I can't justify spending that much money on the Mario sets because they're the big ones are play sets for the kids.
They're play sets. Yeah.
The whole Mario Lego line is very kid focused.
Yes.
But I do love the blind box little figures of the different
Those are pretty cool.
monsters and stuff.
Yeah, those are pretty
I have
cool.
a ton of those, and they're very fun to build and very cute.
Mm-hmm.
I do wish the Mario Legos were more like the Sonic Legos. Or the Sonic Lego. Like the one they did.
I kind of like the buildable figures as opposed to just having a pre-built piece of plastic you put together.
Yeah.
Like-
I could see both sides of it. I just don't like how square
Yeah.
and oblong Mario and the playable pieces are.
And
Mario, Luigi.
Peach.
And the electronic gimmick doesn't do anything for me really, but then
Same.
it's not for me. It's for kids
right.
to play
Yeah,
with.
it's not for us.
I mean, there's like, what, 3 adult collector Nintendo ones? There's the Question Block, the NES system with the little TV,
And the giant Bowser.
and the big Bowser.
Yeah.
I don't super love the Lego Mario figure itself, but I don't think I would super love a minifig of Mario either. It would just look weird.
The proportions would not be right.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
It would be fitting Mario to the Lego
Aesthetic.
too much.
Yeah. No, I could see that. They would have to find some kind of happy medium with it, but I wish they would continue with the playset line for the younger kids and also have the option for just the model set of Peach's Castle or
Bowser's Castle
or something along those lines. Just for the adult collector that's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to move my piece around and make the Mario make a noise.
Go woohoo.
Yeah.
The question mark block is a great set. I had a great time putting that one together.
It looks fantastic.
It is.
I did like that Lego Donkey Kong.
Yeah, that was the last thing they teased. There's going to be a Donkey Kong themed set.
That's cool.
They're going to announce it further in the summertime, I guess. But they did show a brick built Donkey Kong that looks fantastic.
It looks really good. It looks really, really good.
I like how they used those round pieces to make his like monkey mouth. Mm-hmm. It's just goofy, and I was about it.
Yep.
In the video, when they sat Mario on his back, he made Donkey Kong monkey noises, and a little bit of Donkey Kong country music started playing.
Oh, that's kind
it
of
was
neat.
really cool.
I kind of hope this kind of leads Nintendo maybe nudge them or something and give us a new Donkey Kong Country. It's been so long.
There's so much Kong stuff now.
There's a lot of Kong stuff.
There's a lot of Kongs in that movie. And they're putting Donkey Kong in the Legos, and they redesigned Donkey Kong entirely for the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we've got some kind of Donkey Kong game coming.
Yeah.
It's been a while since Tropical Freeze.
It's been a while.
Yeah, because Tropical Freeze has been re-released like what, 3 times? 4 times?
2 times.
Yeah.
Was it
Once on the Wii U and once on the Switch.
And then there was also
Returns.
on the DS.
Yeah, that one. No, that was only 2 times for that one too, because it was on the Wii and on the 3DS.
Yeah. Yep.
Tropical,
difficult.
Yeah, Tropical Freeze is so good though. It's one of the best. One of the best hands down platform games in general.
Mm-hmm.
I love its level design is less like all Mario levels look like they're made out of building blocks that are put together. The levels in Donkey Kong look like full on environments.
Actual levels. Yeah.
Plus the music in the Donkey Kong Country games is just so good.
They've always been top tier. Absolutely.
I think that's part of the reason why it's some of my favorite stuff. Plus, Donkey Kong Country, like the whole series outside of Donkey Kong Country 3, is really, really good.
And even 3 is not that bad.
3's not that bad. It's not the best, but it's not that bad.
It was Rare's B team.
Yeah.
Like the people,
Because everyone else was already working on Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, the people who made 1 and 2 had moved on to other things.
Yeah. Gangplank Galleon is probably one of my favorite game OSTs.
I turn that up. I turn that up all the time.
Even the Smash one with the rap in it.
The Smash one with the rap goes surprisingly hard.
Yeah.
It's really good.
On Spotify, I have this Nintendo Synthwave playlist.
Oh, nice.
And there's some good ones in there.
Cool.
Mostly aquatic ambiance.
Yeah. The underwater levels.
Boop, 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 boop. Those levels were so wild when that game came out because no video game had music like that in it before then.
Also, like all the water levels had like those little secret places that unless you were going for a collectible or just sliding around on the ground or something, you might not ever find it.
Right. Last thing with Mario Day, for some reason, they have recreated Mario's boots, and they're currently viewable in the Nintendo store in New York City.
Yes, they spent time to make tiny little brown leather shoes
that will never fit a human.
That you can go and see in one location on our planet if you desire.
Why this is a thing? I have no clue, but it exists.
I feel like if a person wore them, they would look like Sora from Kingdom Hearts 1.
Or it would be like you were having your feet binded.
Yeah,
like
a little bit.
Oh god, that yeah.
They look like
almost
little
wooden
bread
clogs from Sweden.
They look like little bread loaves.
Yeah. I mean, it's neat that they made a physical thing for this movie, but boy, there's a million other things you can pick.
I don't know how they got Chris Pratt's feet in them.
Yeah.
Why didn't they make some kind of, I don't know, luxury hat
or overalls or his gloves or even his plunger
or like a human shoe that you could purchase
that has like the same stitching as the
that has a theme
boot.
That's like the boot.
Yeah, it's a weird choice, but Nintendo, they make weird choices sometimes.
Just like one of those weird things they do inexplicably.
Miyamoto said in an interview, maybe we could show off his feet.
Oh, great.
And
Miyamoto's a Tarantino.
And that's the closest, that's what they talked him down to, was they put his shoes in a glass box for people to see.
Nintendo Store New York, feet for free. Mario feet. Have we ever seen Mario? Yeah, we have seen Mario's feet.
Yeah, but in Mario Odyssey.
In
Odyssey.
Yeah,
we've seen Mario's nipples.
Yeah,
yeah, what are you talking about? We've seen more of Mario in the last few years than we've ever seen.
Yeah.
That Mario Streaker levels, that's something else. Running through Delfino Plaza.
Is they getting chased by the cops in New Donk City?
Yeah.
It is here is like the slap of his naked feet on the pavement.
I wonder if is there a sound difference?
There's a sound
pavement?
distance. Yes,
Oh my God.
It's slightly wet. not joking. It's slightly wet when he runs. All right, let's stop talking about Mario's feet for a moment.
No, never.
And let's talk about some other stuff here. There was another trailer along with the Mario trailer for another animated film.
It's all cartoons this week, folks.
It is, and that's fine. I'm all for it. I love cartoons. Teenage
cartoons that feature Seth Rogen predominantly.
That is, yeah. That's weird. That's weird. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem is an animated film that is not tied to any one continuity of previously established Turtles.
It's its own thing.
It's its own thing, and that's cool. But it features a slightly younger take on the Turtles. They are more early
or
teen.
Just actual teenage turtles.
They are actual teenage voice actors portraying the Turtles and April. But there is a star-studded cast for all of the mutants that show up.
It is like some stunt casting all over the place.
It's a who's who of weirdo Ninja Turtle side characters.
Yeah, we have Jackie Chan as Splinter. Fine.
Yeah. I mean, that's almost too easy of a...
I feel it's because James Hong was too old.
Yep. We have Seth Rogen as Bebop, the Warthog Man, and John Cena as Rocksteady, the
Rhino Man.
Extremely funny.
That two as a pairing,
yeah,
and that's going to be really good.
Put them in a buddy cop movie.
Oh my god, that was so good.
The Good Guys 2.
Oh my god, I'd watch that.
Oh yeah, that would be great. We have Paul Rudd as a character that I believe was originally just an action figure, was never for the original animated series, never was actually on the show. Mondo Gecko.
I mean, I'm pretty
who is a skateboard gecko.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's pretty predominant in the IDW stuff, though.
He is, yeah. A lot of these characters have been, because the IDW at one point decided, okay, we're going to take a bunch of these characters that were only toys, and we're going to flesh them out and actually put them in the comics. And
Also,
have them do
the IDW like turtle stuff is so good.
It's really good. You know, they put Venus de Milo in it.
Yeah, they brought her back.
So
now there are two girl turtles,
and they made it so that they changed her backstory to one that is actually compelling. She was a human that was forcefully gene modified into a turtle.
I mean, that's kind of what happened with Janaya.
Jenica.
Oh yeah, she got a blood transfusion from Leonardo.
Right, but this one was like she was turned into
She-Hulk's backstory.
She was a foot ninja, and that's what happened.
So what was it? The Venus de Milo in this one was, and she has like scars all over her body because she's literally been pieced together like a Frankenstein. She was accidentally mutated into a turtle, and she was part of the the frog group.
Oh,
the punk frogs. She was a punk frog that an evil scientist captured and then was like retrofitting into a turtle.
What is a turtle but a frog with a shell?
Basically, I mean, that basically is. But because of that, she does have like stitching all over because she has been pieced together by other various mutant characters.
But she is not appearing in the film.
She is not in the film.
No.
We have Giancarlo Esposito as Baxter Stockman.
Good choice.
Casting. Yeah. Baxter Stockman, I mean, he's a classic. I hope he turns into a fly in this one. That'd be cool.
The movie is called Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah.
I would imagine
I would hope so.
He's going to.
We have Post Malone as another IDW Comics original, Ray Fillet, who is a fish man.
He's a stingray.
He's a stingray.
And not the mascot for Long John Silver's.
He should be, though.
Gross.
Let's see. Hannibal Buress as one of the punk frogs, Genghis Frog.
Nice.
Let's see. Ice Cube and Maya Rudolph as a character named Superfly and someone named Cynthia Utrom. So the Krang aliens, the little squid Krang aliens, that's an Utrom. So Maya Rudolph is going to be a version of Krang, essentially. That's cool.
Or, of the race anyway.
Mm-hmm. And last one is Ayo Edebiri. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly.
I think you did.
She is voicing April O'Neil.
And shows up in the trailer briefly for like 10 seconds.
Yes.
That didn't have Natasha Demi. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Nadia from What We Do in the Shadows is Wingnut.
Oh, she's Wingnut.
She's the bat.
Yeah. Nice. Wingnut was like an exclusive to the Tournament Fighters game.
Really?
Yeah. They're doing some deep pulls with this one. I'm excited for it. That's great.
I kind of hope metalhead shows up.
But the trailer is extremely cute.
Yes.
It's the turtles mostly being teens and doing dumb
teenage
stuff.
stuff.
Dumb teen stuff. They're not.
With
they're not
ninja weapons?
They're not super great with with their weapons yet. There's a whole extended scene with Raph's sai ending up in Donnie's leg.
It was a ninja. Oh yeah.
It's his sai, and he's running around. It's almost like I don't want to compare it to Ace Ventura 2, but it's almost like that scene where they throw the spear and it ends up in Ace Ventura's leg, and he's going ah. Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of the South Park episode where they get ninja weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, and
that
they
too.
throw a ninja star into Butter's eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of it too, for sure.
Also, no shredder, no foot ninjas.
I'm fine with that.
I'm sure they'll be there.
Oh, they
have to be.
They have to be, but I'm fine with them being a surprise. And if they don't show up in the movie, I'm okay with it. They lean, as much as I love the Turtles and Shredder, and they go hand in hand, they lean far too heavily on Shredder as their one big bad. They really need to flesh out some of the other guys.
Also, this trailer didn't cover any of what the
there
movie's
was
actually
nothing
about.
No, there was nothing.
It was just antics.
Yeah, there's no plot information here.
And if you're a fan of the Mitchells versus the Machines, the animated movie, a couple of the guys that
And
worked
if you're
on that,
not, watch it.
watch
you will
it.
be.
It's very good. But it's the same a couple of guys from that
Are
are
co-directors
co-directing
on it.
this, and you can definitely see the influence.
And there's a lot of Spider-Verse influence.
Yeah, it does
here
look a lot
too.
of it's very
looks
stylized.
It looks like it's running at like the slightly lower frame rate, like Spider-Verse is, and has a lot of like just that look.
Yeah, it
to
does.
it.
Like it's CGI, but it still looks like hand kind of drawn,
It has a kind of a comic booky look to it.
yeah,
which I'm fine with.
yeah.
Yeah.
Though the orange and the red are so close together in color, like in the trailer, I almost thought they were pulling the red masked Ninja Turtle.
Oh yeah.
Thing from the original comics.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the original comics. Did you have you heard anything about the Eastman and Laird Future Jump graphic
are
novel?
they fighting again?
No, they actually got back together and they did a TMNT The Last Ronin, and the whole thing is set 20 years, like 20 or 30 years in the future.
There's only one turtle left.
Michelangelo is the last turtle. The rest of the turtles have died, and it's him on a one turtle mission to take down the grandson of Shredder once and for all to end the Foot Clan forever.
That sounds awesome.
It's really cool. Like he's running around and he has all of the other weapons on his back.
And he wears like all black.
So he has all of them, and he wears like a black like ninja hood and outfit. And when he pulls back the mask, you could see like aged like Splinter style like old turtle wrinkles and stuff. It's really cool, and they're doing a spin-off of it with next mutation of turtles, essentially, like younger generation.
So Mikey's gonna train them.
No, Mikey is gone.
Oh,
it's April and her daughter, Casey.
May.
Yeah, May. Yeah, that would work too.
May O'Neill.
May O'Neill. Yeah,
Mayonnaise.
I prefer Miracle Whip myself, but
she's a horse mutant.
But yeah, Turtles. We have time for one more thing, and I feel like you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna blow through two here. First, there is the possibility of Beetlejuice 2.
I mean, they've been teasing it for a long time now.
Oh, only since Beetlejuice 1.
Yeah, but I feel like it's gotten more traction in the last few years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, is he going to Hawaii in this one?
We can only hope.
We can only hope.
They're going to pick up that old script, Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian.
Oh, I hope so.
But no, Jenna Ortega is rumored to be Lydia's daughter in this movie, which...
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, she's at serious risk of typecasting herself as goth girl, but
right. But if
she does it good,
she does it well. And if she has to get typecast as something,
also
you could do worse.
Also, her career is just kind of blowing up right now because
she's in Scream.
She's in the new Scream, the last two new Scream movies.
Yeah,
Wednesday
has been
the biggest thing
gangbusters
on the planet for like a couple months.
She was in that Ty West movie X with Mia Goth. If you're squeamish at all, don't watch it. But it's a good movie, and I didn't realize that she was in that until she kind of blew up with the other stuff.
Did you see her and Aubrey Plaza? They were presenting an award at like the SAG Awards.
And it was too,
Yeah, and how they're so the same.
They're kind of the same shtick. Yeah, yeah. So the other thing I want to talk about is they finished filming it. A serious-ish take on The Room.
Yeah, a remake of one of the worst movies ever made.
That already kind of got a sort of remake
/ mockumentary with a disaster artist.
Yeah, and it's starring Bob Odenkirk.
So Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Better Call Johnny.
Yeah, I am incredibly conflicted on this. Not as much as I'm not as conflicted now as I was when I first heard it, because as it turns out, the production company behind this is they do a lot of films for charity.
And that's what this is.
And that's what this is.
Because I was immediately turned off on it as well, because I'm like, there's been enough of the Room stuff. We can leave that where it belongs in the past. Like,
I love The Room, but it doesn't need to exist. But if all the proceeds are going to charity, and it seems like they're all doing it, they're taking it as seriously as possible. They're trying to polish this movie up best they can.
Make the movie that Tommy Wiseau wanted to make.
Yeah, it would be an interesting curio to check out, but the universe doesn't. I don't think it needs it. I really don't.
It's time to find another bad movie.
Maybe
they're out there.
Maybe they'll make big budget versions of Neil Breen.
No, Neil Breen is a perfect angel, and he needs to stay. He needs to stay exactly where he's at.
Where he sends you a ripped DVR movie.
Yep.
It's like the third week in a row that we've talked about Neil Breen.
He's so easy to make fun of.
Do we have time to hit this Flintstones
let's do it.
thing?
Yeah.
Apparently, this happens every other year. Somebody attempts to bring back the Flintstones, and we're at that time again. Somebody's trying to bring back the Flintstones.
Not just somebody. It's Elizabeth Banks.
Hot off the heels of Cocaine Bear.
You can say it.
High off the heels of Cocaine Bear's success.
There we go.
They're trying to bring the Flintstones back as a series that takes place, what was it?
20 years?
20 years after with
adult
Bam Bam and Pebbles and Fred and Barney on the verge of retirement, and it's switching from the Stone Age to the Bronze Age, and the older generation not being able to adapt.
I don't think there's as many metal puns as there are rock puns.
Yeah, you can't really have the same kind of joke putting a bunch of animals inside machines. You get into Eggman territory with that.
Now, we're going to have a side plot about the animals losing their jobs to machines.
Yeah.
It used to be a living.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we have a cast list for this, and we're going to run through them real quick. We have Stephen Root as Fred.
Fine. Maybe a little more lovable of a Fred, I would think, out of Stephen Root.
We have Amy Sedaris as Wilma.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Amy Sedaris.
Yep. Nicole Byer as Betty. Jolo Trulio as Barney, who was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He was the little guy.
Oh. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, he's a definite Barney.
He's a good guy. And unknown to me, Manny Janico as Bam Bam. So, a younger actor as Bam Bam, which is cool. It's a good cast. I don't think this really needs to exist, but
it'll never come out anyway. Flintstones projects never come
out. Yeah. Those projects are cursed, so...
They never get off the Bedrock.
That's actually what the show is called, is Bedrock, by the way.
Remember Seth MacFarlane's Flintstones? That definitely happened.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I remember that, and it wasn't very good.
No, it never actually happened.
That's right. It never actually... Yeah, he tried. That's true. For some reason, I thought I saw like a pilot or something for it.
It's because it's so easy to picture in your mind.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
The fact that they're trying to make it like an adult animated show. And so...
Yeah.
And after like the travesty that is Velma,
Yeah, you're getting real Velma vibes off this one. Yeah.
and I'm like,
The only thing that I can give for this is it is being set within the universe and where Velma wasn't.
True.
And this seems like it is a Flintstones project from the beginning, where Velma seems as though it was more than likely created as a pastiche, almost like a Venture Brothers with the,
it should have been that way.
and then they slapped the
Actual branding
the
on
actual
it.
branding to it.
Either way, it would have been bad.
It would have been bad, but at least in its original format, it wouldn't be actively hurting.
Damaging the Scooby brand. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think there would have been as much vitriol for Velma if it would have not been
Yeah.
Velma.
That's true.
Yeah.
If it was just something, it would have came and went.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it would have been like, like a Paradise PD or
Oh, yeah.
Exactly what I would have about said. It would have went down the exact same hole Paradise PD went down.
Yeah.
The same toilet.
The same toilet. Yeah. All right. Hey, we got to wrap things up here. So you have been listening to Nerd Overload. Thank you very much for tuning in. You can find us each and every day over at nerdoverload.com.
You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Patreon at Nerd Overload Now.
You can email us at staff@nerdoverload.com.
You can give us a call and leave us a voicemail on the Nerd Overload hotline. That number's 419-561-5556. Tell us what Hanna-Barbera reboot you want next.
I want a
And-
gritty reboot of the Funky Phantom.
I was going to say, and tell me why it's Hong Kong Phooey.
Cocaine Yogi Bear.
That might be the episode title. Congratulations.
Speed Buggy 2000.
You can also find all of our back episodes on various podcast apps such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, and more. Finally, I'd like to thank Parker for manning the Facebook group, helping us find all the great news articles that we report on, and David Pencil for the use of our intro and outro. You can find more of his stuff over at davidpencil.com. So again, thank you all for tuning in, and we will be back next week.
Yabba dabba doo.
A Riverdale-style Jabberjaw.